Now, if you remember a while back, we had Cameron Rice on with us in with the Earns Academy. He gave us some great tips to handle our finances. That's right. Okay, but this morning he's back along with Larry Covalone.
Oh, you had it right the first time.
I had it right the first time. I knew Cuvion. I was practicing in the corner, you guys. I'm so sorry. We've got some big news to share. First of all, how are you both doing this morning?
Doing great.
Doing great. I'm doing wonderful. It's a great Tuesday for some big news. Go ahead and let us know what's going on.
Hey, so we are, the Earners Academy is now partnering with UAH to launch our Finance in 5 class. We were originally teaching that class in churches, which has now allowed people over the past 6 months, we've helped $1 million in debt being paid off. And through this class, about $200,000 in 10 weeks being paid off.
God.
So now we're opening it to the public.
Yes, I mean, oh my gosh. First of all, congratulations, because that is no easy feat. The fact that you have helped people eliminate over $1 million in debt and get that cleared, that is something to really be proud of. And now you said that you're expanding that to UAH. I mean, what does this partnership mean for the both of you?
Well, we're very excited to do this partnership with Cameron and the Earners Academy, and I think that the benefit of this is we have so many students that we service through our Office of Professional and Continuing Education, as well as the public. So this is a great way to take personal development combined with professional development and offer people a way to better their own lives.
Absolutely. I mean, tell me a little bit more about the UAH OPEC.
Right. So it is a non-credit program, and it's an extension of UAH to offer workforce development. So any professional that is just graduated from college, in the workforce, wants to advance their career, upskill, anything that they're looking for. I just spoke to someone yesterday who just moved back from Tuscaloosa after graduating. He's trying to get a job in the defense industry, and he's like, I need to learn more about, systems engineering. So he's looking into getting a certificate from us. So we offer professional certificates, individual courses. There's a lot of offerings that you can find on our website.
I'm telling you, after you get out of college, you really have to figure out life. Sometimes it's hard, but to have a helping hand that, can teach you a thing or two and really start off on the right foot, I know is so important. But when we're talking about this Finance in 5, I heard you say that earlier. What's that really mean? Was that class for?
Yeah, so the 5, everybody's like, well, what does 5 mean? So really we have 5 milestones, helping people build a budget, creating margin, then helping them eliminate debt, showing them how to save, showing them also what the investment vehicles are that they can use, and then building wealth and giving. One of the things that was really cool about this past semester that we had was that class collectively not only paid off $200,000 in debt, but they gave away 80 grand in that time frame by creating margin. So I'm really excited about making this open to the public, because it's really been in churches now, but now we've seen people say, hey, I want to join this, I want to figure out how to get out of debt, I want to get in a better situation. And so what's been different about it, I would say, is that most, let's say, financial workshops are more like just a lot of information. We like to give practical, so when you leave, you also get the information about how to apply it. And then also if you want coaching or financial coaching, all those things are offered through the class too as well.
I remember the last time you were here and you talked about starting in churches. You really knew that audience or that setting was really important to you. So now what's that feeling going into, a university to also partner with and tap into a different type of audience as well?
Well, I think what really, I was telling Larry this, so I have 2 younger brothers. One is in college now, and they got their first job, and so they're at my house like, hey, we got our check. Well, first they're learning, hey, I was supposed to make X. Why did I make taxes?
Taxes, baby, taxes, that's why.
And so knowing that, that demographic, and I remember getting out of college understanding, I need somebody to tell me what to do next. But also, our target audience is 25 and up, but also right in school or right out of school. Learning how to steward your finances is going to be very important. So we're trying to touch all demographics when we do that.
Of course. And you're already talking about what makes it different than any other financial literacy workshop. But I would imagine also the fact that you're tapping into college students for them to actually understand, that way they can carry and hopefully even teach someone else, that a friend of theirs that they may have. So why would you encourage someone to really just take advantage of this partnership partnership that you all are offering? Larry, if you want to answer that as well.
Well, I would say it's not only restricted to the college students. So this is a platform that gives Cameron, more outreach to be able to have anyone in the community that's interested come. It's going to be in the Business Administration building on the UAH campus in the Chan Auditorium, so we can seat many people. So I think anybody can benefit from it that is seeking additional assistance and helping themselves get in a better place.
Awesome. I already see you're taking the steps. I just want people to know how they can sign up or reach out to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So as of today, it is open to the public. If you want to go to earnersacademy.com and click on events, but also there should be an opportunity for you to click on a QR code and sign up. There are only 400 spots. Only 400 spots to be able to do that. If you are a student, it is a discounted rate, and if you're also a UAH employee, there's a discounted rate. But for the public, that'll also be an opportunity. And then if you can't come and say, hey, I don't have a babysitter, we're also offering live streaming for you to be able to do it.
Yes, live streaming as well. Awesome.
So you can go find it at earnersacademy.com and be able to, and I believe also on the UAH page as well to be able to.
And what I was going to add to that is, going through OPCE, they're able to get their continuing education units for it as well.
Wonderful.
And so that helps them if they have any, licenses or professional development needs that they have. And we're probably going to offer badges. So I know that students and the younger generation like to have their digital badges.
Yes.
So that'll be an optional add-on cost, but we'll have that available.
Everything you need is on our As Seen on Day to Day page. You already know where to go. Go check that out.